feeling totally free from my fears. But oh, I'm learning too, and I've never been before. Too much before, it seems I'm learning late. As I see my friends grow, I feel the hate slowly abate. Oh, hell. And I never felt alive till the music came and touched my soul. Never felt quite right till the rhythm struck, and oh, it made me whole. I turned into a real boy, I shed my wooden skin. I got swallowed by fate and spewed back up again. Oh, I've so many regrets, but I've learned that bridges can be rebuilt. And I cannot forget, I keep trying to climb that same old hill. Maybe when I get to the top, I know I can stop and have a look around. Maybe see what it is I'm looking for up here on higher ground. And now I never felt alive till the music came and touched my soul. Never felt quite right till the rhythm struck, and oh, it made me whole. I turned into a real boy, shed my wooden skin. I got swallowed by fate and spewed back up again. Still feels like it's coming back here. It's coming back again. Oh, it feels like coming back again. And I never felt alive till the music came and touched my soul. Never felt quite right till the rhythm struck and thought it made me whole. I turned into a real boy, I shed my wooden skin. I got swallowed by fate and spewed back up again.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the Kitchen Sessions. Thank you very much for tuning in. Very excited to have you on. Chuck us on your TV. Get ready for a great night of music. My name is Peter James, and it is a pleasure to be here presenting the Kitchen Sessions for you tonight. As you might have noticed, I'm not Roz, your usual host of this fine program. My name is Peter James, and I'm a local comedian. And unfortunately, Roz can't host the show tonight because she is, in fact, our featured musical guest for this week of the show, and it's very exciting to be here. I feel like a real representative of the people, you know, a fan of the show, finally on the show. So great to be here. But before we kick off, I would like to take a second to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we work on and create on. It is a pleasure to be here and to be on this land, and we acknowledge that this country will always be, and currently is, Aboriginal land. So if you're not sure where you know me from, if you by any chance recognise my face, my name is Peter James. Once again, I'm a local comedian here in far north Queensland, which means you've probably seen me at a comedy gig around the place, either being funny or not. Up to you. That's up to you to decide. I'm not going to force on you how you want to perceive my it's really up to. I'm just saying, if you are a fan of Hit 103.5, the radio station, you might know me as Pete on the Street. I will be back out on the street delivering chalky milks to tradies as soon as possible. I'd like to do that again. If you've been to the Paramore Cabaret Theatre, you might recognise me from hosting the cabaret show there on the weekends with a little fake moustache on. That's probably why you don't recognise me. Not because I have a very low level of fame in any respect. It's because I have a tiny drawn-on moustache usually when you see me. Look, the point is, it's not about me tonight. I'm just a vessel for the people, and it is a pleasure to be presenting to you episode 9 of the Kitchen Sessions. I personally have been watching intently from home. I popped by the studio, the Rondo Theatre, lovely Rondo Theatre, last week to have a little check out, and I got to be honest, this is like a NASA level operation behind the camera. Okay, these people do not get enough credit for what they do. They are putting in more effort into this than I've put into anything, and that's outside of a pandemic. So the fact that they're even doing this at all is wonderful. Please, we love seeing the images that you guys are sending in. Send them through on the Facebook, whatever you can. We really love seeing that, seeing you guys tune in. Chuck us on the TV. Pretend you're at a real gig. Dim the lights. Light a candle. Pretend that you aren't married to your partner. You're sitting on the couch. Slide over. Have a flirt. You know, rekindle that lost flame or whatever it is that you would like to do. Have a snack. Enjoy yourself. It's a pleasure to be here. Watching this show grow weekly has been a real honour, and to be finally asked, and I have been petitioning for it, by the way, to host this show is very exciting. I got the call last week as I was watching the Eli Birchall episode. After that, I got a call from Ros Pappalardo, and first question she said is, would you like to rekindle, that relationship that we had for a while there? And the second question she had was, would you like to host? And of course, my answer to both was yes. She's off in the wing. She's laughing at that like it didn't happen, and it did. It absolutely did happen, and I'm going to be telling that story until I die. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Look, it's been wonderful to see this show evolve and change and grow, and I do hope that we can continue doing this post, the world being a D-grade horror movie. So tonight we continue on expanding that history that has been built here in the Rondo Theatre for the Kitchen Sessions with the wonderful Ros Pappalardo, of course, as your featured musical guest. Plus, we'll be dropping in on a few visual artists, well, just the one, but, it's going to continue being visual artists. Tasting the fruits, I'm very excited about this. Wine Time with Frank. I know as much about wine as I do about politics and hygiene. So I'm very excited to have a little taste of that. It's going to be very nice. Streaming directly into your lounge rooms. Let's check out some of the photos from previous weeks that we've got going on here. See some of the wonderful people that are tuning into our very fine program. You'll see a few photos appear on your screen right now. Oh, hello. Loves an in-focus photo, that fella. Oh, demolished pizza and a Tia Maria. That's something I absolutely can relate to. Watching it on the phone. Oh, that's quite a nice little... Oh, there's Eli. That's probably... Oh, I might have taken that photo, actually. Oh, a dog. Hello, little dog. That's nice to see a dog there. A lot of dogs. And I don't like that the dogs aren't looking at the screen. That's quite disrespectful. But look, it takes an army of people to bring you this show every week. And let's just do a quick shout out to them right now. We've got Ros, we've got Mick, Sam and Karen. They're working like crazy. They're hustling around behind the camera. And they deserve a beer. And they will be drinking quite heavily during that. You'll notice the quality of the stream kind of dip towards halfway through because we will drink. I'll be drinking on camera. I'm not even ashamed. I don't even think my parents know I drink. I'm 14. I will be no, I'm not. Just to clarify, just to anyone watching, any police, I'm not 14. I'm 17. But brilliant to be here. I can't believe that it is finally time to host this program, and I would like to, without any further ado... Oh, actually, before I bring her on, I would like to say, hey, you've got money. You've got it. I know you've got money, okay? You've got a Mac. You're watching this on a TV. If you're enjoying yourself, can you just throw us a few dollars, okay? We don't have to be here. We could do what you're doing, just binge-watching Netflix, eating chips, but we're not, okay? We're talking into microphones, pretending we know how they work still. And if you want to chuck a little donation, please, you'll see the link in the comments throughout the performance. Chuck on the PayPal, come on, just give us a few dollars, okay? We're trying our best, all right? And, these artists are struggling. I saw Ros outside in the car park before the show. She's eating out of a bin, all right? So if you want her to afford food, okay, if you want her to have any semblance of being a normal human being, once again, I recommend, dishing out a few dollars because the JobKeeper doesn't apply to all of us. Anyway, look, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring on our wonderful artist tonight. You might know her as an acclaimed musician. She might have booked you for a few gigs throughout her time as booking, the Tanks Cairns Performing Arts Centre, all that sort of thing. By the way, thank you very much for that gig once upon a time. That was wonderful. She's toured around the country. She's originally from... Where are you from, Ros? Where are you from? You're coming to... Let's just bring her on. Come in. Ros Pappalardo, ladies and gentlemen. I keep going to expect people to applaud. There's no one here. Ros, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for getting me. This is so nice.
I know, I got you.
She got me.
got you.
Again, I do have a partner. Seems awfully inappropriate. We might. But look, Ros, thank you so much for having me along.
Yeah.
Tell us, if people for some reason haven't been tuning into the show, tell us about yourself. Why did you start the Kitchen Sessions first and foremost?
Oh, why did I start the Kitchen Sessions? It's a really good question. It all began on March the 20th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was going back about 2.5 months now, and I was about to go on tour, supporting the Black Sorrows to promote my newly released single that had come out like literally days before. Of course, every single gig in the entire universe.
It's all done. It's over.
I love saying that. Every single gig in the entire planet. Boom. It's not like you're going to, wait and get a gig in Mackay.
Do you ever think about just bringing your guitar into Woolworths or something and just like having a jam?
The library.
Having a jam with the jam. That's what I like to do in Woolies.
Bunnings is still open. We're still open. So I should have gone there and gotten married.
But you mentioned new music. New music. So you've just released the single.
I just released a new single actually, called Immune, and I'm going to play it tonight. This is really strange for me to be performing on this show, and I never wanted to perform on this show. The very second one, Leanne Tennant, put me on the spot and said, "You've got to perform," and I was like, "I don't want. It's not what it's about." But I'm really thrilled to be here.
Why do we create anything if it's not for the narcissistic opportunity to feature ourselves in it?
I'm gonna play.
Absolutely. So
yes.
Immune. Where's the inspiration for Immune? Let's talk about Immune for a second.
Yeah, the single Immune, which is it's my new track. It's not because of our current situation. I wrote it about 2 years ago. I moved out of where I was living. I was living underneath Rob Sherwood's house, who you're going to meet soon, standing on concrete floor, drinking too much red wine. My dog was sleeping in the bed with me. That's when she started sleeping in the bed with me. And I became addicted to zombie apocalypse films.
Oh, God, we are very similar human beings.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, totally addicted. But then I realised in the midst of all that randomness and craziness that, you know what, I was going to survive. I was going to be okay. And I kind of am, sort of.
Kinda. Oh, a little twitch there. Oh, no, that's no good. Well, you've mentioned him. Should we just bring Rob on?
Let's bring Rob on.
Everyone, give it up for Rob. And can we have some clapping tech people? Let's have yeah, there we go. Look at me, they're like, I didn't expect to be a part of this. Welcome, Rob.
Rob Sherwood, who has been an inspiration to a lot of my songwriting, actually. Been songwriting for years, and Rob makes me better.
Well, that's very exciting. Now, Roz, you are known throughout the community as someone that presents a lot of artists and really supports. So much so, in fact, you once, just a quick little personal anecdote.
Oh, God. Where's this going?
No, it's not going to be. I've gone from the inappropriateness
Excellent.
from now on. You are such a supporter of the local artistic community that once you came to see me perform in Adelaide like 5 people at the Adelaide Fringe Festival.
I was number 6.
She was, yeah. So honestly, it is such a pleasure to finally be able to present you for a change and to support you in doing something that you love. So please, ladies and gentlemen at home, I want you to really clap when I say this. Please put your hands together and welcome Roz Pappalardo.
Hey, it's me again, and I've got my guitar. Just going to put it on. It's so good to be behind this microphone. I'm still going to be swanning around, opening fridge doors and opening things in my brand new kitchen. So I am going to play a series of songs for you, and it is such a pleasure coming from the country, the world of country. Growing up, listening to country music, listening to my father's band played in Meena Creek. That's where I am from, and if you want to Google that, you'll see that there's lots of cane farms. There's a big waterfall. And I lived in a big double-storey Queenslander, and my dad and his brother and his friends used to play in a band called the SSR Band. And so I grew up each night listening to my dad practice and going to gigs with him. And so it's informed my whole life. So, hey, Dad. Hey, Mum. This is called Outlaw. 1, 2, 3. Miles in the mirror, and I'm running again. Stop for a prayer, it got caught in the wind. now you're going nowhere. I took your poor heart like I'd stolen a gun. The best thing I did was take all that I could, reaching out to the blue sky. The blue sky, that bright blue sky. I'm not much of an outlaw. I forget to keep score. Out there on the highway, I'm looking for more, and the bottle keeps calling, but now it's empty for sure. And I wanna know, how will you go? Nothing can save me from what I have done. Stones crumble over these plastic flowers, and now you're going nowhere. It's not how I thought this story would be. With my arm out the window, I just wanna be free, leaving you to the night sky. The night sky, that dark night sky. I'm not much of an outlaw. I forget to keep score. Out there on the highway, I'm looking for more, and the bottle's been calling, but now it's empty for sure. And I wanna know, how will you go? To keep score. Out there on the highway, looking for more, and the bottle's been calling, now it's empty for sure. 'Cause I'm not looking back, oh, I'm not looking back for you. I'm not looking back. Oh, everyone's clapping. Oh, that's so nice. Everyone's clapping. And do you like my cool little bra strap thing? Because if anyone out there can design me a bra that fits me, I know I should be keeping it above. Well, it's above board. That would be great. So we're going to play a couple more songs before there's so much going on tonight. It's fantastic to be on this side of it. I'm a storyteller, songwriter. So generally behind every little thing that I write, there's a pretty straight up story. I've heard something, I've watched something, it's happened to me, it's happened to someone I know. And this song is called Let the Chains Up. So this song is dedicated to my family. And I particularly dedicate it to my nonna, who's now passed. And she was the wife of my nonno, who is also passed, and he was a soldier. And in World War II, he was called up to war, as everyone was. And he was sent away to fight, and almost immediately he was captured as a prisoner of war in New York. And my nonna, my nanny, she didn't know. She didn't know for 7 years where he was. And her job was to go to the local train station in Sicily, little tiny town in Sicily, and she would go to the train station and she would lift the chain up and allow the trains to come in. I would imagine that she would watch all of the soldiers coming off the train, and the train would leave and she would put the chain back. She was always looking for his face. I am in this waiting room. I breathe in without you. I grow to my own tune. Another day down and another train has left this tired station. I'd leave just to suit you. I smile to my first one. I wait right here on the station side, chain in my hand as I look for your face. Another day down, yet another train has passed through here. All that I know is that you won't come home to me. No, you won't come home. There is no way home. No, this is not home until it's done. When it's all done, my dear. I dream of another way. I cling to keep it at bay. I pray to Jesus and Mary and all of the saints to keep his heartbeat that much stronger than mine. Another day down, yeah, another train has passed through here. And all that I know is that you won't come home to me. No, you won't come home. There is no way home. No, this is not home until it's done. When it's all done, the train tracks, they're ironclad. They send me the stories, the good and the bad. It won't change me. No, it won't change me. It comes in without you. It leaves with another crew. I smile, even though it's not my time yet to smile. Let the chains up. Let the chains up. Oh, let the chains you're coming home to me. A little bit of a tearjerker for you. I've got to keep it together myself. Sometimes I don't get through that one. And a lot of these songs that you're hearing tonight are recorded, but they're not out yet. So that one is going to be released on my record, which I'm in no rush to release, clearly, because there's nowhere to play. Why bother? Except for here. So I might program myself once again in November. No, who knows? This is called I Say Fool, Rob, in case you're running. Give Rob Sherwood a round of applause, people at home. It's also such a pleasure to be able to invite Rob to play with me since restrictions have eased, so we can have an extra person in the room, which is just fabulous. And he's my co-conspirator on this project particularly. So this song is called I Say Fall, and really it's all about taking risks, because I think that's what we all do as artists and creators and people behind the scenes. Every moment of everything that we do is we're taking risks, and we're flying by the seat of our pants a lot of the time. We don't know how it's going to go. So this one's called I Say Fall, and it is released on somewhere. You can find it on Spotify. I don't know, just Google my name, whatever. Double P. What are you made of? What are you afraid of? What are you made of? I say for. Another night, nobody's home, no one's alone except you and me. Near or far, you're taking my heart, it's breaking apart. The day will come, he's not coming home, nowhere alone, but how do I say? What can I say? What are you made of? What are you afraid of? What are you made of? I say for. It's all changed, still you're afraid, still you're afraid. He's going to stay, this we can't face, this we can't face. The day will come, he's not coming home, nowhere alone, but how do I say? What can I say? What are you made of? What are you afraid of? What are you made of? I say for. Are you afraid of dying? Who'll be there crying? say for. I'll fall with you.
Sherwood, everybody. Oh, bloody good stuff, guys. That was fantastic. Man, you really pulled the heartstrings, especially with that second number.
Darling, I'm just taking your wine.
Oh, no, go for it. No,
I'm just going to take your wine and go.
I don't- Frank is not going to be happy about this. Frank, I'm going to take this moment to apologise. We'll fix that.
Frank is used to it. Generally I drink it before the show, but not during the show, but the week leading up to it. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a little break.
Yeah, go and have a little break. Go do a wee break. Go have some wine. That's brilliant stuff. God, this is such an honour. Just a reminder, donate if you're enjoying yourselves. Make sure you send in your photos to the Facebook page. The Kitchen Sessions is where it's at. This is episode 9 with Ros Pappalardo. I'm Peter James. I'm your host. Now, as you might know, oftentimes, well, actually every week on this show, the wonderful team here at the Kitchen Sessions pops down to a local restaurant to promote what they've got going on. And this week, the team headed down to Piccolo Cucina, a local institution that has been serving high quality and authentic Italian cuisine for years. I'm a big fan of this place. Formerly founded by Mr. Piccolo, the restaurant is now under the ownership of Kieran O'Connor and run by Jolene Ayola. Please get on out there and have a little look at what we've done this week.
Hi, I'm Jolene Ayola, and I'm the restaurant manager here at Piccolo Cucina. We're at Piccolo Cucina, and we're located right in the heart of Cairns, across from the casino on Abbott Street. Deep rooted in Piccolo Cucina, it's founded from the Milani family, in particular Piccolo Milani, which is from Modena. We have some signature traditional dishes here which will never come off the menu, as well as wine that are particularly from the area where the family is from. So you're not going to get much more traditional Italian from the actual area of Modena, which is known for Ferrari and balsamic vinegar. And we're proud to carry on those traditions from the original family owners. Piccolo Milani was actually, the family goes back to Melbourne, and they are a long line of family restaurateurs. And they actually brought over the first steam-powered espresso machine from Italy. And in fact, the stories were interesting because Mr. Milani, the original owner, years ago, he actually had to get certified in engineering certification to work this espresso machine. So it was pretty interesting. And to this day, you know, we definitely have beautiful espresso here at Piccolo Cucina. My heritage is Canadian, but my deep-rooted culture is actually Italian. My grandfather's coming from Calabria, so it means a lot working for a place that is super traditional. It means a lot to be part of my second family here in Australia, which is also Italian. So it makes me proud. When it comes to service, I come from experience in Canada, where the culture is high quality service with high quality products at all times. And so to move on to Piccolo with very similar culture here, and that's always what Piccolo Milani wanted. You know, he talks to wine reps and he says, get this off the menu. This is not good enough for Piccolo. So it's something also to be proud of here at Piccolo is the high quality of products. We go local whenever possible, buying from Rusty's and our local producers. It's important that we've got high quality local products supporting our farmers and everyone within the community. It's been a really interesting time. We normally don't do a lot of takeaway, but we have signed up for Uber Eats, which has been successful. More and more people just dining in their own home, which is nice to see too. It's part of the Italian way of, you know, dining together as a family, and we're happy to be putting the food on the table. Santa Margarita to Piccolo.
To Piccolo.
And that was Piccolo Cucina. Oh my goodness, I am really getting quite an appetite at the moment. I've been fanging for Italian food for quite some time, actually. And honestly, I would give anything for a pre-recorded sound cue of a doorbell to go off right now. Oh, goodness me, this is exciting. And I tell you, if by any chance this is Jolene from Piccolo, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm telling you. I'm just going to go open the door. There is no door. I'm going to open it. Look, I'll show you that there's no door. Oh, it's you bloody. Oh, Jolene, come on in. What? It's almost like this was planned. Jolene, thank you so much for coming along today. I'm sorry for butchering your name before. As we mentioned before, beers. What have you brought for us today?
Yeah, look, don't worry about it. I mean, if I could squeeze another vowel in my name, I would, but I can't. I literally can't. Yeah, you ordered some pizza and beautiful handmade pasta as well from Piccolo Cucina.
Thank you so much. Well,
So,
could we just have this opened up a little bit so we can show the people at home what's going on? Now, while you're showing us this, what's going on with you? How's your week been? How have things changed with all the insanity that's going on at the moment?
Look, the week has been actually overwhelming. The response is wonderful for this 10 packs rule that we can have guests in the restaurant now. People are going nuts. They're so excited and they're so hungry to get out and share wine and be on a patio and be socializing and eating is fantastic. And
That's
it's
so.
good for me.
What
too.
are your current opening hours and days of operation currently?
Yeah, we're open Monday through Friday from 12 until late. There's no finish time for lunch. Come in and dine and stay right up until dinner if you like. And during the weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, we're open till from 4 till late as well.
You've heard it here at the Kitchen Sessions, episode 9. Get on down to Piccolo Cucina, check out what they've got. I can vouch that this place is absolutely delicious. This is one of my mum's little date spots that we go on a Friday. So if you want to go and get the most authentic and exquisite, delicious Italian food, Piccolo Cucina is where it's at. Go and check them out on Facebook, follow them, see what they're doing. Thank you so much for bringing the food. I'll take that off you. I will be fanging on that very soon. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you'd like to let us know about that you got going on?
No, we're open for business and we're happy to take the community in. We'll put food on the table.
Get in there, support local. Yeah. Macca's doesn't need you right now. They're fine. Get out there at the Piccolo. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause from the tech crew and the people here. It's Jolene from the Piccolo Cucina. Thank you so much, mate. Now, oh, God, it smells so good. Can we just stop the show now? Is that okay? Roz, I know this is your time in the sun, but this pizza smells very nice. I'm going to put this over here for a second. Now, speaking of popping into locals, every week we have had the most amazing opportunity to pop in and see some fantastic artists working still during this very stressful time, taking you into their creative spaces, and we get a little look behind the curtain at what they've got going on. Now, this week we had the opportunity to pop in and see renowned Indigenous artist Kathy Snow. Now, she is a little bit camera shy, but it didn't take much to persuade her. Just a few I was going to say hugs, but again, we'll get in trouble. I don't know, how do you speak in this time? It's a zombie apocalypse movie, that's what this is. But we popped in, we had a look, and I think you're going to love what we've got going on. Let's have a look. This is Kathy Snow.
Hi, Roz and everyone. This is Kathy Snow. This is some of the paintings I've got hanging on my wall. And that's my desk down there where I'm doing a painting there now, and there's some more up on the wall. And these are the some of paintings I've done in red and black. Hope you can see them all right.
Hi, so I was just playing guitar and now I'm back in my kitchen showing you my pictures from my house. And this is Kathy Snow's work, and Kathy Snow is seminal to me because I met Kathy Snow about 15 to 18 years ago approximately, and Kathy Snow was an artist in the first Aboriginal community that I worked in as a community arts worker, and I was writing songs with kids there. And Kathy is such an amazing, and that was in Kowanyama and Normanton. And Kathy is such a profile person in that community, so we connected. and we got to know each other, we got to hang out, we got to spend some time together, and then I started to realise that she had this amazing talent. And so I purchased this work from her, this beautiful work, which is an emu egg situation. And I'm not going to put words in Kathy's mouth, but I immediately saw that and I thought, all right, I can transport that home on the little putt plane easily enough. And so I purchased that from her, and then we spent a bit of time, and I wrote with her biography to help her express what it was about her art that was so important and unique, and it is important and unique. And then the next morning that we spent that night writing and, working out who she was, so I could write that on paper, she knocked on my donga door. If you know what a donga is, Google it, donga door. It's not a toilet door, it's a donga door. And she had this for me as a gift. And to this day I get tears in my eyes because, what a powerful piece of work. And I wanted to take this, I wanted to buy this first, but at the time I was a poor artist or a poor musician, and I kind of still am. But she would not hear of it, that I would go back to Cairns without this beautiful piece of work. And these are connected. So turtle eggs, ostrich eggs, and a bird's eye view of ostrich eggs and turtles' eggs. So these are animals that she sees in her community out when they're hunting. And I'm so blessed to have these hanging on my wall, Kathy. Whenever I go to Cairns Indigenous Art Fair or go to any Indigenous art fair or any art space, I look for you.
Hello. That was Kathy Snow. You don't love me, you just don't want me. You don't see me when I'm sleeping. You need someone just like me to stand beside you, and that is why I can't believe that it is her you love and not me. Peter James. Well, you don't feel me when I'm making, and you don't see me when I'm sleeping. Why do I have to work quite so hard to make you love me? And that is why I can't believe it is her you love. It's her you love and not me. This is tech special, yeah. Oh. Another town and another drink. Oh, well, I drive all night and I drive all day to be beside you where you lay. And I'm glad I did that. I'm so glad I did that. won't forget you. And you know that I will give up on you one day soon. You need someone just like me to stand beside you. And that is why I thank God that it is her you love. It's her you love. It's her you love. And not me. No, not me. And you even got a little bit of a look at the backstage workings of my technician. That was Mick Allen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because he knows how to fix guitars. What have we got? We've got Life's Like That. Oh my goodness. I really want that pizza as well, but I'm going to wait and think of the COVID kilos that I cannot run enough to get rid of these COVID kilos. I don't know. I think we're all going to look different. We're all going to act different after this, but we're certainly all going to look different as well. Let me tell you that. So this song I wrote. Oh yeah, this one. This is dedicated to Rob. There's a couple dedicated to Rob in this set because sometimes the guys I play with have to out depress each other with their sad stories of loss, rejection, women not loving them anymore, blah 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 blah. Because that never happens to me. Yeah, men always love me, don't they? Yes. So this donate now. Actually, while we're talking about donating, if you donate on this session, I'm giving everything to the technicians who are working this show, the whole lot, because it's true they work too hard, and I want to support them because they're my family now. So this is called Life's Like That, and it's for Rob because Rob and Enzo, my bass player, out depressed each other one day. And all I could do was write a song. Life's like that, I heard you say. Life's like that, you've gotta be brave. Life's like that, it's better than yesterday, I'm sure. When you can't see, but you can't say yeah. When you can't hear, but you know I'm there. When you can't feel, so you have to fake it. And through it all, well, I know you were there. Just one more go is all it takes. Just one more go before I break. Just one more go before it all is said and done. When you can't see, but you can't say yeah. When you can't hear, but you know I'm there. When you can't feel, so you have to fake it. And through it all, well, I know you are there. And through it all, well, I know you are there. Tell me about it, Rob. Oh, I kissed him. Do I go to social distancing jail now? Anyone? Life's like that, I heard you say. Life's like that, you've gotta be brave. Life's like that. It's better than yesterday, I'm sure. You just gotta want more. I said, you've 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 gotta want more. I said, life's like that. You've gotta want more. Social distancing jail and all that sort of stuff. Who cares? I've been in all those sorts of jails and they're fun. So I'm going to play another song. That's why I'm here tonight, to play songs. And if you are interested in what you're listening to, I don't know where you might be listening to, why don't you tell me where you are? If you're in London, or if you're in Barcelona, or if you're in New Zealand, or if you're in Cairns, we'd love to hear from you, because it just makes my heart warm that this little thing that we've grown from Rob's kitchen, then to my kitchen, now to the Rondo Theatre, thank you Rondo, is just continuing to grow and grow. And the thing that I miss most about this kitchen is that my doggy can't be here. My Pebbles. Usually Pebbles has a little cameo. She wanders by, you know, she trips on a few leads. And I'm going to get the tuner while I tell you about this. I'm going to have a bit of a yarn up because can you turn that on, Rob? Just turn it on. Just turn it on. I need a technician to travel with me full time. So when I first got Pebbles, my dog, I was fostering her, and in fact, once I pay all these guys, the rest of the money is going to go to NQAR, North Queensland Adoption Rescue, Animal Rescue, which is where I got Pebbles from. So when I got her, I was fostering her for a week. 10 days I was meant to be fostering her, and my life is nuts. I'm always on the road. I'm always in a plane. Well, not now. Always on the road, always in a plane, always somewhere or other, working a gig or something. And I thought, well, I had 10 days off, and so I went and I picked up this dog. I thought, I'm going to do something good for the community. And she buried her way into my heart. And at the end of the 10 days, I was supposed to take her to a Meet Your Prospective Family kind of festival party, just similar to this, like a Rozfest. And I took Pebbles there begrudgingly. I took her there, and this little family walked up to her, and she sat down, just like that. And she wagged a little tail, and the little girl walked up to her and scratched her head, and the mum and dad looked to me and they said, oh, she's a beautiful dog. Is she a good dog? And I said, she is a fantastic dog. I said, but she barks. And of course the family got up and walked away. And to this day, I've had her for 3.5 years, and she's probably barked 2 times. So I lied, and now I got a dog. So this is for my girl. Take me out of my everyday with your love and smile, your shadow in my life. You make me feel like I'm loved and safe in every way. When the sun comes up and the moon's overnight, you make me stand, you make me step out of my way. You make me think that there is no other way for me to live without you. Like a rock under my shoe, you keep me slightly untrue, yet you get me home every time. watching close as I pack away the bits left over of the day in case there's something you can take to make me smile. You make me stand, you make me step out of my way. You make me think that there is no other way for me to live without you. Then you wake me in the morning when you breathe right beside me, when you wait for me to come on back home. You make me stand, you make me step out of my way. You make me think that there is no other way for me to live without you. Everybody, I love you. This is my moment. I love you. Everybody, sing along. I love you. Yeah, that's the way. Everybody, doing it. I love you. I love. I love you.
Ross Pappalardo, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Have you ever seen someone so love a dog in your whole life? Remember to donate if you are enjoying yourselves. It might go to Roz, it might go to the crew, it might go to dogs. Who knows where this money's going? You should have seen when she brought up the fact that she was going to pay the tech crew. Everyone's like shaking their head. It's like, yeah, we get it, guys. You're all humble. Well done. Everyone's just trying to out-humble each other on this set. Oh, good for everyone.
It's like a martyr competition.
Yeah, which is why I'd like to take the moment to say, if anyone would like to give me money, go for it. I'm not going to give it to anyone but me. Roz, fantastic stuff. Love it. Take a break. Go for a wee, go for a drink. Actually, no, don't go away. No, actually, because I feel like this is a segment that you're particularly quite fond of. Every week, I jealously watch you scull booze for entertainment purposes. And this week, I'm very excited because it is a time for wine, which means it is wine time with Frank D'Angelico. Wine. Time for wine.
Tell you, it is cool and sexy. It's definitely cool and sexy. Nice. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Peter. I had to double take. I saw you, Peter, and I thought, geez, Rosie's let herself go, hasn't she?
Yeah. Oh, goodness me. Like you were saying, the whole COVID kilos thing, I'm coming back to comedy twice as big, half as funny. That's what I'm looking at. But how are you, mate? How's your week
been?
been?
That one alone. Look, I'm great. It's been a tremendous week. It's been another good week of transporting booze out to the very small world of hospitality at the moment. And in that process, as we did a couple of weeks ago, we also brought back a rescue dog from Townsville in our travels. So we brought back the beautiful Blake, who's a Mastiff cross and bigger than me, which is quite large, and he was like a marshmallow. He is one of the sweetest creatures I've ever met in my life. He cuddled in the back seat with Beck the entire way home from Townsville. And
that's a long way.
It's a long drive, and we brought him back for the good people from FNQ Rescues Are Us.
Oh, cool.
And he's just, have a look for him online. He's just absolutely beautiful. The other really exciting bit about this week, Rosie, now pay attention.
Okay.
Now, Rosie, you've always been the trendsetter. You've always been ahead of the pack, or as we say in COVID world, ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve.
What's happened these last couple of weeks? Can you believe it?
No. What?
There are interactive wine tastings happening online. Go figure.
You're joking.
Who would have thought it would take off? Who would have thought that would take off?
Ideas are free. Ideas are free. Ideas are free.
Yeah, wait until next week. We'll have like the bathroom sessions with with Snoz Pappalardo or something. I'm not,
Snoz
not
Pappalardo.
interested in your show.
Yeah, yeah. The Dunny sessions with Gino Pappalardo. Great. Tune in. It's
Oh well, Frank.
Well, let's talk about ours then. Let's get ahead of the curve.
Yeah, what is it we're going to be drinking today? Fill me in.
Well, Peter, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so this week, as I featured last week, we're going fully organic this week. We're going all the way down to Wollonga in South Australia to my dear friends Jock and Louise, who run the Battle of Bosworth and Spring Seed Wines down in South Australia in McLaren Vale. 100% organically grown, absolutely delightful people. They've been making wine since 2001. And Rosie, I know we didn't practice this, but the first one that we're going to taste is Moscato.
Oh.
Moscato. And it goes, Moscato. Oh, Moscato. Oh.
Terrifying.
Hang on, I've just got to do it properly. I'm doing it Queensland style. It's got a crown seal on it. So I'm doing it properly.
Oh, holding in your hands.
How
is gonna be a
interactive is
nightmare.
this? Look at that.
Oh, that
How
went so much better than I thought it was going to.
Same. I was a little nervous for a second there.
I'd love a little
So
taste. Now-
look. Tiny little bubbles.
So
It's a little bit pink.
we'd also like to take this moment to encourage our listeners, if you are drinking this same little Moscato with us, please send in your tasting notes along with us in the comments. I'm going to have a little... I have no idea what I'm doing, Frank. You're going to have to talk me through this.
That you're doing fine, mate. Actually, Rosie, can you just do a quick ID check before Peter puts that to
Hey,
his lips there?
Frank, I'll have you know I have upwards of 4 to 5 chest hairs. Thank you very much.
You're clearly not Italian then.
Yeah, I've got an Italian girlfriend, and you've absolutely
And
hit
it's
the
not
nail on
me.
the head then. You've hit the nail on the head.
And it's
yeah.
not me.
She-
I'm not your Italian girlfriend. Let's just get that story straight.
All right. Let's talk about Moscato. Let's
That's
move
really
away
nice.
from chest hair and talk about Moscato.
That's really nice. It's
Moscato,
not what you, when you hear the word Moscato, you kind of think it's going to be sweet, but there's a slight fizz to it. It's a little bit like Bucks Fizz, the 80s band, but
Absolutely.
not as sickly and nowhere near as sickly. It's sweet,
Absolutely.
it's fresh, it's vibrant. It'd be great on a summer's day in the
All of
pool
those
with a
things.
kilo of prawns.
Yeah, all of those things. Look, Moscato's meant to be an anytime drink. It is lower alcohol, so you can drink twice as much or feel better about drinking the whole bottle yourself. It's only 7% alcohol.
It's there's quite
and-
like a honey sort of element to it.
All of that sort of stuff. Moscato's meant to be bright and sweet and fresh and slightly bubbly and not by any means a wine that you take terribly seriously. You can open this wine at 10 o'clock in the morning with 7% alcohol and not feel guilty. In Italy, you drink Moscato pretty much any time of the day.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Breakfast one.
Si,
If
si,
you are
si.
having brunch, this is a great thing.
This is
to
a good
serve.
one.
Really, really.
It's like you get the opportunity to be fancy, but not also blackout drunk. Because I don't know if you'll notice, if you just want to zoom in on that little pinky there,
He's got a pinky.
I haven't decided to do this. This has just
It's
happened.
natural.
That's because of the
nice.
It's natural.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
it's
what
very
you're getting
posh.
with this Moscato.
We're
a little
quite
bit of
posh.
Naturally posh Peter. Let's call him naturally posh
That's it.
Peter.
God,
from Forevermore.
everyone's taking a funny pill today. I feel really kind of. Anyway, I'm just clearing the palate a little bit with some lightly sparkling
Oh, please
fizz water.
do.
Oh, I should do
Please
that.
do. I'll just clear it with a little more Moscato. Salud. And let's move on to the red
Let's
wine.
move on to the red, which
So
you know,
again,
I
we're
drank it
staying
before.
with Jock and Louise at Spring Seed and the Battle of Bosworth wines, and we've got this Scarlet Runner Shiraz. Now, have a look at this beautiful label.
It's beautiful.
If you or any of your family are keen gardeners, you know when you get those beautiful seed packets. This is what these labels were based on. When they bought the property, there was a beautiful old poster at the back of one of the machinery sheds
That's right.
that had all these gorgeous images on them, and that was the inspiration for the names of the wines, Scarlet Runner, and for the labels. And in actual fact, this same wine has 3 different labels, which confuses the hell out of people. Thanks, Jock and Louise. But
We're not ones to be confused easily.
There were just so many beautiful images that they wanted to do them. Now, pay attention, 100% organically grown,
So
minimal
no
sulfur
hangover?
content. I can't guarantee that.
Oh, dang.
Minimal sulfur content. So if you do have problems with preservatives, this has very little of it.
Very little. Let's have a little
very little of
taste.
it.
Let's go.
Let's
1,
have a
2,
little
3.
taste
Have
after
you
you
not had
cheers.
it any?
I've had a lot of this one. I've had a few.
Rosie, the amazing thing with this wine is if it's around, It's a really good wine. It does its own very own disappearing act.
It does into
It's
my
there,
kitchen and
and
into
then
my
all of a sudden
tummy.
it's not.
Into
Yeah,
my kitchen and
then
my
all of a
tummy.
sudden it's not.
But it's.
me.
I will say that it is very nice, and that's not it.
You might have actually have turned me on to wine here, Frank.
Don't, you're too young to drink wine. You haven't developed those taste
Yeah.
buds yet.
I've just got Ribena in here, but, but it is very nice. I've got to be honest.
It
this
is very nice.
Both
It's quaffable.
both the wines you have brought us today are lovely, and I'm not a wine drinker by any means. This is probably my first in glass that I've really been like, oh, this is good. So thank you, Frank.
Yeah, look, Peter, you've hit the nail on the head.
That's it.
Moscato's a great wine for people that don't drink much wine.
That's it.
It's a really good thing. It's a transition. It's a wine in transition.
So
So if you're moving from
teenagerdom to 25dom.
yeah,
So-
Moscato's a really good thing to start on.
So what are we? Because are we doing wines next week? Because next week
We
is the
are.
best of. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, we are.
And I think, Rosie and Peter, if one of you reach back and that twin pack by the fridge there, you'll find the wines for next week. And as you're dragging those out, allow me to plug them. Allow me to plug my
Please do.
dear friends, Tyrrell's Winery. Tyrrell's Winery been making wine since 1858. Absolute family of integrity, wines of integrity. Just gorgeous people, have been very, very good to me my entire career. They make tremendous wines. So we're going to do the Tyrrell's Hunter Valley Chardonnay from Pacalden in New South Wales. And it's Pigeon Pear wine, the Tyrrell's Hunter Valley Shiraz, which is the red wine for next week.
I wish. I hope that you were all. I wish that you were all in this studio with us, everyone watching, because this is going to be a great show, a great one next week. So if you want to
Completely.
order, you should. Frank at
You should.
thewinetraditionnq.com.au. We're going to put your email up because you've got to get these wines.
You do. Now that the world's got interactive wine tasting, we could say we're ahead of the curve. We did it we've been doing it for 9 weeks now. I mean, it's so old hat. I mean, if we were teenagers, we'd be over this by now.
No, well, Frank, you've done a bloody wonderful job. We look forward
Thank you,
to next
Peter.
week. I can't wait. Oh, you've bloody got your boot stuck on my cord. Thank you very much. You've turned me into a wine drinker. I'm a fancy
I'm
boy
glad.
from now on. Once again, I'm going to extend the pinky. Thank you
Pick
very
that
much,
pinky
Frank.
out. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
We'll see you next week, mate. Good on
See you
you.
next
Keep
week.
fighting the good
Ciao,
fight,
ciao.
my brother.
See ya.
That is Frank. Wine Time with Frank. What a bloody good segment. I would like to do more of those. We should have a couple more Wine Times with Frank, I think. But in the meantime, while we organise that, we're going to bring Rosie back on to sing a few tunes. Rob, get on here. This is Roz and Rob. Oh, I like that. That's quite good. Please remember to donate. I'm going to go and scull the rest of this wine and figure out how it is I'm getting home from the Rondo Theatre tonight. We'll see you very soon. Catch ya. Roz, take it away.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even. My microphone's askew. If everything's gone astray, I don't know what song I'm going to play next. I think it's going to be Johnny, huh? I think it's Johnny. I think we're going to do 3 more songs, and that's it. And two or three. We're going to do 2 more songs. So we have to make a decision now. We're going to do 3 songs. We're going to do Johnny, we're going to do one other, and then we're going to do the single to end. So you can think about what the one other is going to be. Once again, thanks for having me and thanks for allowing me to perform on the show that I guess I created. It sounds ridiculous, but thank you. I also want to thank all my team for helping me make my record, which is Jeff Lovejoy from Black Box, that's Foot Stomp Publicity. It's Leonie Yeoman and Deb Suckling, who's always a good friend. This song is called Johnny, and it's about a bush ranger. And the only time in my life I've been taken back to an 85-year-old man's room to look at photos. To look at photos, dudes. Come on, everyone, relax. Everyone just fell off their chairs. 4 people just went dunk. 1, 2. Johnny Bird's the only son. Range and life was in his blood. The only son. Hazel May was his mother's name. Wagons crossed the Eulabar is where she came to make her only son. Mother's home, please bring him home, please bring him home. 39, they called his name. She knew right then her life would not be the same, oh, without that son. For 3 long years she braved her face. She loved her 7 girls and made her place right here without that son. Mother's blood, well, it flows strong from a fighting spirit to her loving arms. She's praying, please bring him home, please bring him home, please bring him home. Please bring him home, please bring him home, please bring him home. Please bring him home, please bring him home, please bring him home. Bring him home, yeah. Please bring him home, please bring him home, please bring him home. Please bring him home, please bring him home, please bring him home. Now Johnny's by the avenue. It's lined with trees that promise to protect the few. She brought him home, her only son. His name ends here, but not his run. A mother's love only grows strong. A fighting spirit brought him home. Mother's love only grows strong. His name ends here, but not his run. A mother's love only grows strong. She brought him home, her only son. Thank you. Thank you. I think we're going to do 2 more. We are. Everyone's going, yeah, yeah. So, you know, you can find me on Spotify. It's a new thing. We get paid 0.0001 every time you play a song, 1 cent. That is 0.0001 cent. Okay, you got to play it a lot of times to be like Ed Sheeran, let me tell you right now. But yeah, thank you. Doesn't matter. We don't do this for money because it's in our blood. What do you want to play, Robert? The cover. We're gonna probably get pulled off Facebook and do a cover. We have been practicing it. Oh wow, how's it go again? How's it go? Just talk to Rob for a second while I remember how it goes. Everyone, this is Rob. Come up here and say hello. No, Rob. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell them. Give me a line of the song. Oh, that's it. Thank you. I can't count the times. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly right. This is a song that Rob and I listen to whenever we have crack a bottle of wine and listen to it over and over again, because special people in our lives have brought the song to us, and it takes us to that place. That's what songs do. You listen to them and you go to a place. So this song is called In Case You Didn't Know by a country artist called Brett Young. And actually why I'm doing this is because I want him to hear this and I want him to sweep me away and take me on tour across America for the rest of my life. Got it, Brett?
I can't count the times you almost said what was on my mind, but I didn't. I didn't. Just the other day, down on the things I'd say, but I couldn't. I couldn't. Well, I know that you're wondering, so here goes nothing, in case you didn't know. Well, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you, even though I don't tell you all the time. You had my heart a long, long time ago, in case you didn't know. The way you look tonight, that second glass of wine, that did it. That did it. There was something about that kiss, well, it did me in, got me thinking. I was thinking, well, I know you've been wondering, so here goes nothing, in case you didn't know. I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you, even though I don't tell you all the time. You had my heart a long, long time ago. You belong to me, I belong to you. Yeah, you're my everything. In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you, even though in case you didn't know. Didn't know.
Do you want to come on and have a little chat with me before my last song? Sorry, I started bossing you around. I'm going to get in trouble.
I'd love to.
Don't go. Well, Rob's gone too. Everyone's gone away.
We miss you, Rob.
Oh, you're coming away. He's just getting his red guitar. Oh, fantastic. So this is going to be my last song.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you.
I'll miss
We
you
should
more.
do this again sometime
We
down the
should.
track. We should do a special with Peter and Roz.
That would be great. Oh, we could work. We could do. I've sung before.
Yes, I've danced.
I'll sing it. We'll do it again.
We can
Why
sing and
not?
dance.
We can do all sorts of things. We could be a little duo, you and I.
Could be a little dancing and singing duo.
I feel really weird talking about this in front of Rob.
Oh,
I don't know.
well, no, Rob can just sit there and play the guitar like he does. That's
it's
he
great.
doesn't care. No, happy
Yeah,
as
well,
him.
I hope you've felt a little less weird about being a guest on your own show than you did at the start of
I
this.
totally feel relaxed now, and I could just keep playing for the rest of the year, like song after song after song, until this venue fills up one by one.
I think we'd be fine with that. And just a reminder, just in case that squeaking that we hear in the distance is from a few tight asses. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that's the sweariest swear word I'll say tonight. Please throw a few dollars into the kitty. You'll see the donation link in the comments. Just do it. It supports the artists. It supports the tech crew. It supports dogs around the world. It supports everybody. Roz will be distributing this money to every single individual on planet Earth tonight. So if you have enjoyed yourself, please donate. Make sure you take a few photos of yourself watching this last song. Post those online, hashtag the kitchen session. Send them to the kitchen sessions on Facebook. And please keep on tuning in, because next week we will be back like a John Farnham reunion tour with another episode.
Not going anywhere.
The very exciting 10-week best of compilation.
That's right. It's like an album
Episode. So get around that. Tell your friends. Let's keep this thing growing. Make it so good that COVID stopping can't even make this stop as well.
No way.
Without any further ado, Rob, Roz, take it away. Final song. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks so much for hosting the show tonight. Thanks to Mick Allen, Sam Gibb, Karen Engel. Thanks to Rob Sherwood for being amazing. Thanks to Frank D'Angelico for Wine Time. Thanks to Kristen Copson for doing all of the graphics out of the goodness of her heart. Thank you to Kathy Snow, Malja Kathy Snow from Normanton. And we are going to continue this project until they kick us out of the world. The whole world. This song is called Immune, and it's our latest single. It's my latest single, and you can find it on Spotify. And thank you so much. Have a great night. I'm Roz, and that's Rob. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is the only one left without the virtue. She is the only one left who has the clue. She is the only one left to have a lover. She is immune in this new land. She's immune. Immune. Seems like this new world has a depth of desecration. No tree left upon this land. We're all so far past danger. Behind every given hand there is no light. They are all sick, sleeping in the daytime, turning circles in the sand. She's the only one left without the virtue. Who has the clue? She is the only one left to have a lover. She is immune in this new land. She's immune, immune. Time for a new beginning. Stop this way of willing. All you people, where's the plan? Grow back the forest and the streams. The well must raise their voices. She is the only one left without the virtue. She is the only one left who has the clue. She is the only one left to have a lover. When all around her they are gone, she's on her
She's in you. She's in you. In this new land, she's in view.
Yeah! We've done it! They've bloody done it, ladies and gentlemen. Ross Pappalardo, Rob Shearwood. That brings an end to tonight's kitchen sessions. That was episode 9. Be sure to tune in next week. Be sure to donate and be sure to send in some photos. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys. This is the closest thing to live performance that we have at the moment, and it has been an absolute blast, okay? So thank you so much. Now, Roz and Rob, would you do us the honour of playing us out?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Say yes.
Look, take it away. I'm going to get out of here because I need a wee so bad. I'm just going to put that out there. Guys, thank you so much for listening in. We'll see you next week. This is the Kitchen Sessions, live from the Rondo Theatre. Thanks to all involved. Thanks to the tech crew. Thanks to Roz and Rob. Thanks to Flannelettes. Keeping you warm. We'll see you next time. Catch you later.
See. Thanks, Peter. This is a song that's going to take us out. And thank you for sticking around. I'm Roz. This is Rob. This is called I Won't Be Quiet. I'm just going to start and Rob's going to join in. 1, 2, 3. Fell in love across a crowded room, the National Hotel on Queen Street. Didn't matter what color was under your skin, 'cause we fell in both feet. We loved like I've never known it before. Kept me young just like I knew it once more. Made another to make ourselves for. I won't be quiet anymore. Gonna put my foot in a crack in the door. Scream it out loud, it's more than a no. I won't be quiet no more. Well, our girl has eyes just like the sun. She carries a heavy load, not for one, for a generation across the sands. For her, I promise to make a stand. Her color runs deep, it's making a sound. People are heaving to breathe it out loud. Keep it together, we can't fight. Keeping it separate, it won't be right. It won't be right. It won't be right. It won't be right. Well, I won't be quiet anymore. Gonna put my foot in that crack in the door. Scream it out loud, it's more than a no. I won't be quiet no more. I won't be quiet no more. I won't be quiet. I won't be quiet no more. Fell in love across a crowded room, the National Hotel on Queen Street. I met you.